Hello, it's Andy. I'm back in the woods again, and I thought I'd come back and have a look at that fungus that I actually captured on the last video, where I alluded to, or shall we say, had a little bit of fun about Erwin Saunders. Well, I've been traipsing up and down the path that I saw it on, and I can't see it no more, and it's only really a time lapse of a couple days. There looks to be a lot of rabbit activity, found a lot of rabbit pellets, but on top of that it looks like deers have been moving through the wood, through their tracks. So I'm wondering whether they took it. I did do my research on that fungus, and it's well, it's called the actual scarlet elf cup fungus. Now that gives it a kind of on the back of shall we talk about Edwin Saunders, it kind of gives it that little bit of a mythical quality there, doesn't it? But yeah, there's a lot of folklore attached to this fungus as well. I'm not prepared just to give up just yet. I'm still going to scour this area, but I don't have forever and a day, and I've got other things I got to do, and I've got to move to another location in itself because I am in the last throes of stick hunting. But anyway, like I said, so I've got only a few moments I can have a look around here, and then I've got to move on. But as I've alluded to, I've never seen nothing like that in, I'm saying 52 years. Obviously I wouldn't have been walking around woodlands as a young infant, but that's just the time frame I'm using to make the point that, see, I'm 52 years old and I haven't seen this particular fungus myself. Now, like I said, I'm going to get up and have a quick little look around because I really want to take a second look. And even though I've got it on film, where I made that, shall we say, little bit of a poke of fun at Edwin Saunders, it's still not the same as seeing it in the flesh, and I want to go back and see if I can find it. But I've got a horrible fear, as with the creatures of, shall we say, folklore and that, you might see him today and you may never see him again. So I may have just missed my opportunity to give it a full look over, but I am, shall we say, pleasantly pleased that I have at least seen it once in my lifetime. And I'll talk about this fungus a little bit in a moment. Before I get up and go, I'm just sat in a very small little bit of a clearing in the wood, and with that, just a quick look before I got up, I found a lot of eaten hazelnuts. Another one down here. They're quite widespread here. They haven't just been dropped and they're rotted open. These have been broke open and eaten, so you can deduce that something's been using this clearing to eat nuts. But on top of that, quite interestingly, there's a lot of snail casings, empty ones, and a broken one there, as you can see. So I would suggest birds are also using this clearing, and you'll find that in wooded areas where the sun can penetrate down through to the forest floor and allow a little bit of warmth and a bit of, shall we say, you know, opportunity for the animals to get in amongst a little bit of a clearing. They will come here and use this pretty much the same as I have. I've come here to actually get a kneeling position where I'm not surrounded by brambles and undergrowth. They've used it in exactly the same manner as I am. So that gives you an indication that we are all animals, and on some level thinking along the same lines. But yeah, as you can see, I'm using this for my purposes like I've just described you, and they've obviously used it for theirs. So, you know, animal instincts pervade a species' boundaries. This may look easygoing, and it's of a, shall we say, standard you can push through without too much hardship, but all that brown undergrowth will spring to life, and this will be a sea of brambles and undergrowth, and you will find it extremely hard to push through this. It will get probably waist high, so you know it'll only be a short period of time before I won't have freedom of movement through this particular area, as it will really leap to shall we say, to reach for the light and make the use of the spring, summer and autumn before winter comes around again and it dies back. So yeah, I haven't got too many more times before this becomes a little bit of a drag for me to push through. I'm pushing through, still not finding anything. I'm looking at all the tree roots and dead undergrowth that was covered in moss. It was situated on a load of moss, and I'm beginning to feel I'm a bit too far from where I first saw it. Now the track comes down over here. It's a bit of a scramble down there. As you can see, there's a track down the bottom, and you can come through another little track over here. So I'm going to just backtrack a bit and see if it was further back on the lower track. Pushing on down through another track which deers have used. I don't think it was quite this far. I think I've got to backtrack and go up the hill. I can see a lot of wind damage there. Trees and branches have come down. Now I'm going to head back up this bank. Yeah, I really want to find this fungus. It's quite special actually. As if by magic, I think I've just found it. There it is, hiding away. You can see it there. It really loves these conditions of really damp, saturated, rotted wood and organic matter. You won't see this very often. It's been said it's widespread through the British Isles, but it's very uncommon. So deduce from that what you make, but it's very uncommon. But obviously you could see it anywhere through the UK. Yeah, so this is the fabled scarlet elf cup. Now, the folklore surrounding this says that elves will actually use this as a cup to drink morning dew. It is just totally beautiful, and it really does stand out when you find it. Like I said, it took me a while to find it because it was well hidden, but yes, this brings a real hit of colour in this drab and olive green, shall we say, woodland when you come across something like this.